I believe I'm live now. Check Hitbox and Twitch to see if it actually works. Twitch is not live, but Hitbox is. That's kind of weird. Um, why wouldn't Twitch? Oh, is Twitch on Castle Studios maybe? Oops. Castle Studios maybe. Uh, so do you think you'd want to sketch something out for modeling, or would be happy with me just looking at it and doing a few different variations? Don't know if it might have to be sculpted.
Like, I guess you could sculpt it, but it's like, honestly, I think it's just more VFX, but I'm looking into like an ice sword that would work, you know? You can't just put icicles at the end or something.
Yeah, they would have to be. In screen, that seems to be working. Will do. So I this is what I would guess I should. Um, I have a Hangout. I've already posted it. Lol. I'll do that and share my screen so you can. I don't know if we want to go as far as that. Like it will be transparent, eventual, and
No. That one kind of could work.
just it doesn't have to be anything major as long as it's like obvious that it's ice. I guess. Um, for people watching on stream, this is discussing Nibra and her swords, how they change depending on what she's doing.
So when it changes, when she does,
So
no, because even
the
then,
time
say
state
her,
changes. So
all
one
right,
uh on her passive she gains like uh inner fire, which would light up her blades. So the idea of that would just be VFX. But on her Q, it imbues her blade with ice, causing basic attacks to deal more damage, and they rapidly decay over 2 seconds while not being in combat. And they they use inner fire to like use a toggle. Um, Something like that. So you see like the blade in the middle, and you solid outline.
that's the thing though. But see, it's such a small change that's almost VFX. Like that would just be VFX, like
Yeah,
particles. Like you wouldn't really sculpt something out just for the change, you know, change of the silhouette just for like a little bit. If it was a huge change, maybe, but like
yeah,
it's like a sheath of ice that can be easily made. That's easier to make in VFX than it is to do it in ZBrush.
yeah. Lightsabers aren't made of ice.
Yeah. And we could
Uh,
even make it so like if it was just VFX, so you can make the sheath and then when he attacks, I don't know, maybe icicles could pop out.
yeah. So I was imagining mode like the normal blade, but with that or flare at the back of it slightly. You wouldn't really be able to do that with VFX. A separate model, wouldn't it? And you'd apply your VFX on top of that, obviously.
Like you would put like you just have to use cards, right? So you put cards and then you edit it in Photoshop and you can put I could even put that sword on
Oh
there.
yeah, I see what.
Like it's not really any big model change.
Uh oh,
So it's up to
I could do it with a shader change as well. Basically an outline, but with a quivering shimmer effect on it. That's VFX. Yeah. So guy in pajamas. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
what is this guy in pajamas?
Yeah, it's like, ugh, why would you be in pajamas with a massive sword like that?
He has like a massive no, he has like a pink what's that pink belt thingy?
Yeah, like a tag leash thing.
He's like a confirmed pet. I don't know.
Ice sword. They're pretty dope. Bit our style, but oh yeah, we'll definitely use this one. Yeah. Okay.
Like I think we wanted to go. I think everyone agreed that they wanted like more simpler blade armor. I think I did some fancy blades and then I had to tone it down or something.
Yeah, I kind of
So
like the fancy blade, but it's just me. I was wondering if I should put another bone in them to like make them distort when hacking to make really quick. But I think I'm getting away with it just now.
Yeah. So how much of those animations would you be able to transfer?
If I was to put another bone in, like into the swords, uh,
No, like transfer on model to model.
I would be able to use most of them again if I just made it correctly. If I copied and pasted the entire rig, I'd probably have to delete some things like the bit that you're seeing just now is the basic understated bits of the rig. Then there's like Nibra's Rasari, which is a lot more complicated than her head. Don't really need to move that. Her ponytail, shoulder pad, and then tassels on the sword. I don't actually need to change any of those because I could just like delete those ones, copy out and paste this highlighted one over. But that's really all I need. And maybe the one thing I would add next time to the next rig I do is just a global bone that everything's tied to so I can turn everything at once.
Okay.
So I can go like that around the center point. Just now it requires keyframing everything instead of just keyframing single piece down at the bottom. This is meant to be her W, where Nibra description is Nibra spins her, with her swords extended outwards on her next basic attack, dealing blah 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 damage, blah 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 on hit effects. This attack generates inner fire per person hit. And then if Nibra spends inner fire for wildfire, it is cast twice in rapid succession. 2 of these spins. I'm probably going to do 2 spin animations of it. Now, I sort of took this as reference. This and a couple of other ones. This guy's insane. Like, look how damn high he jumps from a standing start.
Yeah, man, that's pretty cool.
Sort of use that to get the and added this.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
Swings around with her other one, and then she lands. I'm just in the middle of getting like obviously the like I've pretty much keyframed up until here, and then it's sort of like you sort of see it. She starts looking droopy because I haven't keyframed after this point. It's like just standing there like, oh. Uh,
And then she trips over.
yeah, she just goes like, oh,
She does
I'm
it and
falling
she falls.
over,
Help, I've
falling over,
fallen,
and I
I
can't
can't
get
get
up.
up. Yeah, she needs one of those freaking
Master Corgi is
necklace
the
button.
highwayman. Hello, Master Corgi. So I'm glad I added. I found out the problem with my rig before. Like I had the knees when she's in her standing pose. If I go into edit mode, if I zoom in here, there was a 0.003 difference between the end of this and the end of this, which meant when you went into the pose mode, it shimmied slightly, but because it was pointing at a bone up here, it was magnified like 3 times, so her leg was twisted around. That's sort of fixed. Lands. Uh, I guess it looks a bit weird because I. And then she beautiful. Like last few frames, I'm not entirely satisfied with because she sort of swings her arm unnaturally, but never noticed that. That raises her legs enough.
So for the second spin, would you want to use the same animation, but the VFX would be slightly different or what?
So this is a W, but
I mean,
so
for the spin though, yeah.
I was kind of thinking like the idea would be similar to this. What's this? I yeah. So this sort of effect would come out front of the blade after she was hit, I think. Then a little icicle sparkle afterwards. Um, the slash wouldn't necessarily have to be in the opposite way for the second spin. Like, so if she was, I think it might look a bit strange if she spins one way and then the other. Just thinking, ballerinas really only spin one way and they don't change direction.
Yeah.
When you're doing gymnastics, you don't spin, stop, spin the other way. Yeah, I'm gonna go with probably go in the same direction on the second spin.
No, I mean, like, I know that they would spin the same way. It's like,
Yeah.
would it change slightly though?
Uh oh yeah, I was answering Master Corgi's question, but the
Oh, okay.
I think the way to do it would be keep it the same one just now, but she was doing it twice, then I could just have an entire different animation spinning 4 times instead of just twice, or tying it onto the end of this. I think it would probably look better if it was cohesive, because now she ends on a frame, she ends on this frame, starts on this one. So if that's looped, there's going to be a little, well, you see the little bit of jankiness where she sort of like bobs.
Yeah.
Um, so to tie that, I'd have to have the start and end frame the same, but I don't want that because it's going to merge directly back into like a running animation or an idle animation. Um, I'm also trying to be careful about the. Don't really notice it.
Isn't there a way to ease in to the very first pose?
Yeah, so in Unity, that's what I would be doing. Like it would be going from idle animation for a couple of frames, then it would then go down like this. That's why I did that, because that is the idle pose here. And then from the idle pose, go down. But these the 10 frames that it takes for her to get ready to start jumping. In those 10 frames, I'm just gonna have it merge between, if she's already running, say, there'll just be a 10 frame overlap in the animations, so she will keep, her feet will shuffle for 10 frames until they're into this position, so they'll sort of ease into this animation. And if she's idling, then it'll ease into this one, go down, and then start.
Oh, okay.
Go up. That second leg. Land at the same time. Wrong. Ground, back foot lands. Steps forward, front foot lands. Now she does it on the spot, but I wasn't sure. She needs to really keep her center in the middle of this axis, because otherwise her animations might not line up with her hitboxes. That would be jank. So
Hey there, buddies.
hey, Investian. I'm
Nibra.
streaming, by the way. Just so you know.
Streaming,
Yep.
like on Twitch.
Streaming as in speaking out of my mouth and putting it on the internet.
Hi, Mom. I'm on Twitch.
Is my mic making noise?
A little bit. Just push to talk it, bro.
Yeah.
This is fucking annoying.
It's funny that you're a sound guy and you don't have a decent mic.
No. You used to push to talk. Just use push to talk.
I do have a decent mic, man.
Oh, you know what
It's
it'll be
your
then?
sound.
I know it. I just fixed it, I think.
I'm betting it's like
Wow.
amplification from Windows 7 or something.
Wait, what is
It's
it?
your fan. It's your fan.
Is it better?
I don't know until you talk.
I just did talk.
I think so.
No, it's better, but it's still there. It's like pretty sure it's your sound card. I don't know why it can't be. You have a really good one.
It's not. Probably not my sound card. Let me see. 1 second.
Yeah, do the listen to it device.
Yeah, make sure amplification isn't on in Windows, because that really messes my mic up.
Is that better?
Holy crap, you fixed it. What'd you do?
Yeah, I don't like it.
What? You fixed it. It's
Oh,
like right there.
that's my supper. I'll be
I
right back.
turned the fan off, but it's so fucking hot.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was making that much noise.
Oh, it's it's gone.
Well,
Or just turn the fan on, man. Just
yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
so I finished watching Kingsglaive Final Fantasy thing I showed you.
Yeah.
Dude, I want a forger that plays just like that. No joke. I want to make a forger that sword blinks, and it's like a mage knight. It's gonna be dope.
Well, like he swings his sword and it like appears somewhere else or some shit.
Yeah. And he also has magic.
That sounds pretty magic.
I know, man. It's like I don't know, that's a mage knight pretty much, but holy hell, it's cool. Like the story was slightly cringe, but like
I tried to watch it. It wouldn't let me know.
Yum. So I just got my supper. So that's where I went.
yeah, no.
Corky's like, there's no video anymore. Yeah, because I'm just about to eat my lovely Thai
Oh
food.
shit! I forgot to eat today. Damn.
I just woke up, so I'm kind of
Just woke up.
Yeah.
What I'd give to just wake up just now.
It wasn't a good wake up.
No. Trying to watch this whilst I eat my supper. Try and figure out what's janky with it. Can I play it?
So how come Hangouts is like I get like 5 frames per second watching this?
Because Hangouts is bad for sharing screen.
Is that Is that how it is for everyone?
Yep.
Yeah.
You should just watch a stream on Twitch or on Hitbox. Doesn't have any more. Hitbox doesn't have much delay on it.
The problem with Twitch is, or either of them actually, is my internet can't handle the highest speed, which is what you're streaming on.
More than 720p.
That's too much.
Hmm.
It's actually it's pretty smooth on Google Hangouts, but I know it's not perfect.
Well, it's not smooth for me.
Yeah, it's still
man,
janky.
maybe.
I turned the speed down to half, or whatever. I changed it from 60 FPS to 24, and capped it, so it's like running in slow motion just now.
It is better.
I wish I could attach a camera to a single bone and just look at it. Something. I don't think our hips come round quite quick enough. Again, it's like
I think the real problem is she can't do splits.
yeah.
I think your outer leg should swing around more.
Yeah, it's probably coming into a. Yeah, like here. Have it out.
Yeah, like when she's in the air.
I hate it when I'm. Oh, there's something janky going on. Yeah, her leg like just womp womp. Wah, wah, wah. Right, I'm gonna mute myself as I eat. So stream will be back on once I'm finished. Right, here we go. Stream is back on, Gursey. There we go. Green back on. It's not high enough. Now for the feet. Spin to win. You can tell by your name is Petrus. T3 T3. Are you 5? Are you 5? That's the question. Oh, I messed up. What if it's high noon? Then you're not 5. Trying to get it to jump correctly. Jump should look correct. About here. Currently should. Up. Oh. Don't twist that. It just takes a lot of practice. That's all it takes. And a lot of shortcuts. There's I pretty much constantly use my keyboard for doing this because Blender is really not UI intensive at all. I think I upset the curve too much. Pretty damn good. So, and oh. Up. Leg starts kicking out. Oh, that's a pretty awesome pose. looks weird, but it's realistic. Nobody's gonna notice that, not from like. Legs come around. Back leg touches down. There we go. I think our foot comes down, starts curling ever so quick. Yeah, that's probably about right. Flattens out. Blam, hits the ground. Down there. I don't know why this IK bone switch around happened. That one frame, it's like down for some weird. Yeah, that's gonna annoy me. There we go. That's more like it. That comes round. Where it might look a bit weird because her leg sort of spins around in midair, but I think it looks good. Now, sorry. Yeah, she looks ridiculous without not moving. Bones. Oh, it looks so much better. Like 10 frames worth of difference, and it just 100 times better.
Oh, that's good, man.
I like made it flail out completely unnaturally, but it looks so good when it's sped up. Like,
Dude, it looks fucking sick.
Yo, so Derek, how's your spaghetti?
spaghetti
Pretty
and
good.
meatballs.
Pretty good, I'd say.
And that was pretty fast spaghetti.
On a scale of
Like a
1 to AetherForged, how good is it?
B plus. B plus spaghetti.
E plus.
I think it needs this bit. Oh. Yeah, there we go. Oh, I'm so much happier with that now. Now for the ponytail.
Maybe the landing doesn't have as much impact as it should. I feel like at the end there should be some like kind of crouch, like you hit the ground kind of impact thing.
There is slightly, like if you look in the last couple of frames, I can emphasize that slightly.
Yeah, I think.
Problem is, it's over so quickly. It's hard to. Whoa. Oh, that's what I get for copying and pasting. Oops. Poor Nibra. Oh, I hope that doesn't mess up. I hope that Unity's smart enough to know that it doesn't need to rotate the bones right the way round to get them to the same position. Otherwise, she's gonna like spin 360 instantly on. Because what's happening here is this bone spins 360. But in actuality, if I was to paste this one over the top of it, it actually spins the other way. So I hope Unity just knows that it's on the correct. Continue with it just now. I'll worry about it later. Right. Hair crouching down. That was weird. Let's stop playing music. These textures are they were final a couple of weeks back, but I think we've decided we're gonna go back over them. But also the other thing, the textures don't look too good in Blender because there's no normal maps, there's no image like light and trickery that we can do in Blender really, without setting it up, and I can't be bothered. There's no reason for it. Wait, what? Why is that? Oh, is it because I'm not...
Hello.
Hey, Desecrator. We're on stream.
Ah, I see. Hi, everybody on stream. Watching the stream.
Hi, Desecrator, watching the stream.
I'm actually not. I should jump in.
Hi, Desecrator in the stream room.
Porgy says ahoy.
Yo, she's so graceful when she's in that state.
I know, I was about to say, like, this is by far my favorite, like, freeze frame of it.
You should send me that for
Or splash art.
inspiration. Maybe in the future.
Dent.
And what other pose can you get with that pose? I mean, what other view? What other view angle? That's
Oh.
cool.
For this one?
From the front, from the front.
Straight
Be
on.
more fate.
Yep. Oh. Is that enough, or do you want to talk
Yeah.
down?
No, that's good. That's good.
I'm pleased at how that pose turned out. I think that was. This is the one that I freeze framed. Like I stopped. It's actually this one. I stopped in the middle and just like freeze framed this, and blocked it out in the middle of the jump, and then sort of based the rest off that.
Uh-huh.
Now hair up. Starts bending. Starts getting ground. Yes, there we go. Yeah, that's good. Momentum starts kicking in her round. Down. Twist her lightly. Lands on her back. Freeze frame. I think she's too hunched over in the end. I think that's what it is. Now, shoulder pad. Funny, you don't actually really notice the shoulder pad when she's moving. Like, I think that's one thing we need to change. Maybe make it even bigger than it is. Maybe not that big.
That and the colors.
Yeah, the colors need to pop more, I think. it settles too rapidly, and I'm missing one thing. Proper, perfect head movement. Round. Straightening up. What do you think of this style of animation where I've sort of got it? It's not quite realistic, but it's sort of semi-cartoony. Where, well, what I mean by that is like she like jumps into the air, and then she pauses for a split second here. Like she actually slows down in the middle of her turn, and then she just immediately goes chop. It's more noticeable here, where she like jumps up, pauses here, and then immediately spins around. When you play it back at full speed, it goes chop chop instead of just a constant momentum movement. I think it suits.
I mean, you do whatever you have to do to make the animation kind of feel good, though, too. Like, there's a lot of cheats that happen when you do that kind of thing, but
Yeah.
the end result is good. They do that for everything, so.
I'm really happy with how that turned out.
Even when they do mocap, when they clean it up, they add stuff like that, you know, to make it pop more.
Yeah. So for people watching in the stream, this is my initial animation that I did this morning. What do you put? Look at how shit that looks. Okay. That's what I started off with.
That's when she's first learning. When she's first learning the move, yeah.
Yeah. When first learning Nibra. I focused more on the hand action there, but it just doesn't look right. She's like, I thought about having her like jump, but the jump doesn't look natural. She sort of like bobbles. Like there's no way that you would do an up slash like that and have enough power to like follow it right the way around. Just doesn't look right. So it looks a lot better. Currently she would just be standing perfectly still if she was, if she attacked with, because I don't think, we don't have, you can't auto attack and sort of move. But I made it so it looks right from a standing start. But it shouldn't be too bad because this, I left 10 frames at the beginning, so that will be when it blends into the other animations. So if she's running forward, then the momentum will carry her forward whilst the animation starts. So yeah, she'll jump. If you're like running forward and then attack, it will be slightly, it'll look like you're slightly moving forward, but in actuality you aren't, because of the way the animation plays. And it'll be over like in 0.3 of a second or something ridiculous. All this effort for 0.3 seconds. I kind of do want facial animations now as well, but that's coming later. Oh, I'm happy with that. That was her W. Ooh, imbues her blades with ice, causing her basic attacks to deal more damage. Health shield rapidly decays after 2 seconds. I think I could do a different idle animation for this one. Like I could probably actually use probably use this one, but just like lower her down and make her a bit more angsty. The W is a basic attack enhancer, yeah. Her Q is a W enhancer. Sorry, her Q is an auto attack enhancer. Her W is also an auto attack enhancer. I'm reading this. Q is a toggle. My apologies. So, and then the W is activated when she hits people. Her E is a dash. Let's see some reference. Oh. Great, that's tainted me. Dashes to a target and deals damage. Which is gonna sort of... Dash does indeed do damage. It does... Well, there's no point saying numbers actually. Until we've got an idea of how they're gonna work in game. Do a dash. That. Leaps forward. I think that's gonna look good. Yeah, that was my second idea. It's probably going to be the one that I'm going with actually, because realistically she's going to have to deal damage to whatever she comes across in her dash. Let me just clarify if Nibra's dash stops if it's an enemy. No, it just knocks aside all enemies it passes through. So yeah, it's definitely going to have to be a spin because otherwise it'll look weird. So that's gonna be hard. God damn it, how is that a related track? Yeah, that was a bit of a weird breakdown. Oh, what? Why am I using that? Hello, all 7 people watching. One sword there. Round like. Should be spinning that way. Probably crouch quite low. Sure, there's an ability like that in a game, and I can't think life of me. Maybe Monster Hunter or something, but can't. Yeah, find that out of my head anyway. Right, Nibra, start spinning. Oh, I didn't animate the tassels. Well, I'll do that later. So she's not fire-based, but she's not ice-based either, technically. She's sort of... She's gonna have ice, but it's more like a blue fire than ice, per se. Hey Gerbil, how's it going? Things are going quite well on stream. Did I not already do that? Yeah. That way. Yeah. Oh. Quiet. That's a dash animation. Done. You're looking up some reference. Okay. Oh, bless me. Just getting in. Then apply it. Oh, cause it's... This isn't gonna look. Be happy with it. Start again. You could just put two of her sword forward and dash, moving them behind herself. I think that might look a bit weird. It's not like realistic in the slightest. Anyway, I think I'm gonna wrap up there. Nibra with her broken legs. I added the knees bones, the knee pull targets just after I did the rest of it, so her knees sort of messed up. Alright, up there. Because we're having a management meeting in a couple of minutes, so hope you all enjoyed the stream. I certainly enjoyed doing it. I'm glad that actually an animation came out of it that I'm actually going to use because it's pretty damn good. So thanks for tuning in all, and I'll be streaming at some point in the future. Maybe we'll have updates with another post Gamescom live stream once we've got enough to show you guys. We want to keep it the same sort of content. And if you actually had questions about what we did last time, or questions about what we're going to do in the future, make sure to drop them in AetherForged Talk, and we'll make sure to answer them. I'll see you all later then. Goodbye!